Okay, the S65 AMG Coupe is up on the lift. I'm changing the oil. Not much coming out right now, just a dribble. But it's blocking our view of the front, so I'll show the underside of the car, starting in the back. Let's see. First of all, look at the size of these exhaust pipes. Good golly, Miss Molly. They're hot, so I'm not going to get them cooled off. Stainless steel, but they're enormous. They got to be 3-inch. They're huge. A little stain on this one, looks like water. It's possible there's a leak there. Sound and heat insulation there. Smooth covers. I mean, lots of cars have this kind of thing on them these days. Let's see. Not much else here. Great big dry shaft up under there. And it comes back to this great big differential. I mean, that thing is huge. It's just, I don't know. It's gigantic. I guess when you have 742 pound-feet of torque, you need that sort of thing. The rear cover is aluminum, the rest is iron. What did I do with my magnet? Here we go. The magnet is, and it shows that it's iron. Gas tanks are a little hard to see, but it's a saddle style tank. I don't know if you can see up in there or not, but tank goes, that's tank right there, goes up around over the top, and then there's more tank over here. A lot of saddle tanks in cars these days. Look at the size of that Cubo. I mean, it's probably twice the diameter of the one in my Z4. I mean, it's enormous. This car, everything is bigger. This is aluminum. The subframe itself, here we are, this part, that's steel. The suspension arms are aluminum. This one's aluminum. They're covered in plastic, so you can't see them all. Top ones are aluminum. They're all aluminum, every one of them. Typical complex German suspension setup. Big giant brakes, of course. Brakes make a lot of dust. You must have used some pretty radical pads on them. Exhaust pipes come back. The muffler is one big one that goes all the way across. It's covered up by this panel here. You can't see much of it, but it starts there in the middle, and it comes all the way out to the ends, both ends. There you go. And it comes out to those beautiful, noisy exhaust tubes. You'll see all the, I don't know if you can see it or not, there's a lot of cobwebs on this car. There's some right here. It sat for several years, and I guess the spiders had their way. Yeah, it's a car underneath. Let's see, around here. There's where the exhaust exits. This is supposed to look like a splitter, but it's not. Or a diffuser, but it's really not. It's just a for show diffuser. Although there's some nice aerodynamic work here. You can see there's air vents to bring cool air out from the muffler. It's funny. So the muffler stops here. So it's a narrow pipe connecting these two big cans on either end. Narrow muffler in the center that both pipes go into, and then go out to these bigger cans on each end. So pretty neat. And it's pretty aerodynamic. I mean, they have these plastic covers over the suspension bits to make things smooth. So it's pretty smooth under here. And it's smooth here, it's smooth here. And that smooths it. And these, of course, these panels are there for aerodynamics and sound. They block a lot of sound. So, got my jacks in the way and the oil change stuff up there, so we will get to the front end in a little bit. All right, let's do the front of this thing. I got the oil dumped out. Need to tighten the bolt yet. Don't forget that. There's the front of the drive shaft. I don't know. Can you see in there? Yeah, I don't know. Gigantic, another gigantic Jubo. Transmission, automatic transmission, very large, big oil pan. Humongous. Cats. I would guess there's, that's just looks like the back side of the turbocharger there, with some sort of clever little heat thing on it. There's the other turbo over on the other side. Steering shaft going down. Exhaust and then turbo. There's where the turbos are. I don't know what that's for. Looks neat though. Let's see here. Put this down. Maybe I pointed up at the suspension here. But yeah, a lot of aluminum up front. This is aluminum. All the suspension components are aluminum. Everything out there, all aluminum and gigantic. I mean, that's big. Ought to be 4 inches across. Huge brakes. What is that one? We're going to say 3 piston. So 6 pistons. It's guessing, but that's what it looks like. 1, 2, 3. So 6 pistons on the front. Big. Well, it needs it. It's a big car. I think carbon ceramics are an option on this. Aluminum oil pan, drain plug I need to tighten. And all aluminum. The subframe, the front subframe is aluminum. I took some under panels off there over here. This is one towards the back of the car, and then this is the one towards the front. It has these aqueducts on it that bring air in. There's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the middle there. And the 2 on the outside have these ducts that duct air up inside the car. And then the other 2 just looks like they point right towards the oil pan, I'd say. Those 2 on the outside, this one got a little metal lip on it. They're serious about that stuff. They go up, and here's the oil pan. They go up in here. So let me get my light. They go up in there. So I don't see anything in particular in there. The motor mounts in there on the right. Can you see that? Yeah, that white disc there. But the turbo isn't right there, but that's probably the front end of the turbo. Then the other one goes up in here. So that's where they go. Duct air right up in there. Electric power steering, gigantic. Everything's just larger than life on this thing. I mean, it's like a truck build. I guess all the S classes are kind of oversized like this. They're heavy, big heavy cars. So that's the front. Another duct here. And we'll take a look up top when I get up there. Oh, there's a jacking point. That's nice. Who knew? Okay.